Hi lovely friends, thank you so much for being with me today for this exciting beach acrylic pour painting. Before we dive into this seascape, I have a poem that I'd really love to share with you. I just wanted to acknowledge the Pisceans, the 4 Pisceans in my life, my husband who's here with me today celebrating his birthday, and the guiding light of the spirit of my granddad, my dad and my best friend Sarah, who have all now passed. So let's have a look at those colours today. I'm using TLP Piggies for the first time and oh my goodness, I'm falling in love with them. They're absolutely gorgeous. The shimmer, especially the lagoon. There's such a range of blues and I couldn't obviously buy them all, but I've bought enough for a seascape and I'm so excited to show you how it turned out. So as I put down my pillow paint today, this is the most therapeutic part of it for me, just letting the paint just drop out of the carton onto the canvas, just making sure that you can give a nice thin layer. You don't want to put too much down because you don't want the pigments to dissolve into the pillow paint, but just enough to cover it. And it's going to be spun out shortly as well, so you don't need to worry about it too much. Okay, so now I'm just going to lay down the colours and I'm going to start off with the sky colours. So as I lay down this dark blue, I'm just thinking sky and I'm thinking deep dark blue. And the combination of this blue and the white and what will happen to it. So can you see as well, there's a bit of an aura around the blue. So now I'm getting my lighter blue and I'm just putting a little bit on there just to blend the sky. We've got the beautiful blues at the top, a deep blue sky, and we've got the foamy greens in the middle, and then we're going to have the skin coloured soft sand colours right at the bottom. As I was creating this seascape, I was wanting to put it into 3 different sections because usually I divide it into 2 when I do a seascape, and I really wanted the 3 parts to represent 3 different people. So Steve was the blue sky, Sarah's the soft foamy waves in the middle, and my dad and grandpa were the sand and that the grounded feeling that I would always feel when they're around. So just putting down these really sandy beautiful colours. I just love this rose from Abstract. When you're laying your colours and you would like a bit of a horizon and you want a bit of a central point, it's quite nice to bring your eye to a certain place in the canvas. So this is on its side at the moment, but it's the easiest way for me to sort of lay the colours down, and I'll move it round as we go along. Can you see now this metallic that I've put in the sand? I want the sand to be sparkling and to have that sort of really nice shimmer at the end of it. The sky is going to be shimmering as well because it's got some piggies in it, and the sea. And what I'm doing now, it's a very, very slightly different colour, and you can see the aura around it where the cell activator is coming to life. It's Amsterdam copper. It's this lovely cell activator I saw on one of August's pleats recently, and I've always wanted to do a gold or copper swipe, or where the cells appear and you're swiping with the cell activator and you can just see it surrounding all the other colours. Really wanted to use copper, so I was delighted when this arrived as well, and I did the lovely swipe. So now all the colours are down, I'm just laying the rest of the base pillow down around right to the edge, but not too much, because if you have too much paint on your seascape, all of the colours disperse a bit more and you tend to lose a lot of your depth of colour. So this is the first time I'm using Piggies, and I was really excited to see what happened and how it turned out. So I'm now just covering the rest of the sides of the canvas, and there's quite an even level here. I'm just going to blow it out in a minute, and I'm not going to put too much on. You can see on the corners there that it's not dripping off and it's quite level, and I'm going to use the hairdryer to go down and through, and you'll see as we go along that part of it I go over again, and then I go over it again a bit more to create some levels and some depth to the piece. So I've just got rid of all the air bubbles there. I'm going to start with a hairdryer on the sand to begin with. I'm going down, spreading out to the side, and I'm going to go back to the centre, down and spread out to the other side. I'm just going to do this to begin with, just to see how the pigments are laying out as I blow. So I want to push some of that foamy green into the sand, because I'm aiming for a central point, the sand coming up to meet the sea. I'm doing the same again on the top of the sky. I'm going down and out. I don't want to spread it too thinly, because I could see that some of the colour was being dispersed into the white pillow below, but I can see the sky beginning to form. So now I'm just going back over each of the layers, down, and collecting some of that love. I call it skin colour, but it's just a lovely light rose colour that you can use for skin and for sand. Can you see now it's coming up to a central point? So I'm fairly happy with the sand, I'm fairly happy with the middle piece, but I can see there I definitely need to put some more depth into the sky. But I'd like a bit of cloud as well, so I'm going to play around with this for a bit and see where it takes me. You know when you have a panoramic photo and you can see everything, sort of the sky almost going out into different angles? That's what I was going for initially. So some of this paint now has been blown off the canvas, and I want to add a bit more colour. I can get rid of the air bubbles first of all. And give it a bit of a spin. So at this point I was looking at the colours and I was thinking, is it the fact that the Piggies pigment isn't as strong as the tube paint I've been using? Or is it because the pillow paint is a little bit too thick? And part of it is both actually, but I actually think that the TLP pigments, because I'm so used to dealing with very strong high pigmented paint, tube paint, it is slightly different. And when I first mixed up the Piggies, I made the mistake of adding too much pouring medium and it was too filtered, it was too watered down. But I was really enjoying the colour and the shimmer, and then I soon realised that you just need to mix up less pouring medium and you get a feel of the pigments together. So I'm just playing around now with my palette knife, and I'm going to go over this in a minute because it ended up, I didn't like the look of it at all. It just it looked like some random white thing emerging from a green. I was quite enjoying what I was doing down below, but I just thought, no, what am I doing with my palette knife today? Even though it's my trusty palette knife, I do love it, but it wasn't the right time to be using it. So I thought, what can I do to rescue it? I thought I can put some bit more of a horizon line in now. Build up a bit of depth, the blue in the centre. Because I was quite happy with the bottom where the sand was coming up to the middle. So now just spreading the paint across the canvas. This blue is a lovely rich blue. And the billabong and the cyke, those blues played so nicely together when blended. And the lagoon. Yeah, I think they're going to be my favourites now that Piggies have got such a lovely range of blues. So now just using the hairdryer once more and just taking it across the canvas. And I can see a bit more depth appearing now, and a bit of cloud, and a few little cells are popping up as well. I put most of the activator, which was in a copper, just down the bottom. There's only a little bit of activator, but it was forming a few nice delicate cells down there. So as I develop the sky, I'm just going to leave you just for a little moment while I add some more layers. Just enjoy the music and enjoy this piece as it develops, and I'll come back shortly. So I'm just spinning now the last time and letting this piece rest. The beach is my happy place, and I've really enjoyed using the piggies today and celebrating the lives of some really important people who are in my life, and their spirit lives on. I hope it's had some meaning for you today. The beach is a happy place for so many people, and I just really enjoyed the flow of this piece. So just want to send all my love to you, anyone that's celebrating a life, anyone who knows whose happy place is by the beach. And I hope that you found some solace in this today, and some excitement and some joy. So happy birthday to my lovely hubby Steve, and to all those lovely Pisceans out there. And thank you guys for being here. Can't wait to hear what you think of the piece, what you think of the colours, and to see your creations. That always brings me a huge amount of joy. Have a lovely day, whatever you do, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care now. Bye.